We've got lifestyle influencer Melanee Shale in to discuss trying on wedding dresses, wedding planning, and nerves while we sip our nightcap Save the Last Dance Sauvignon Blanc tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, Master Daters. Welcome back for another episode of It's Complicated.
Struggle is real when you're dating in the city.
I'm Jen.
And I'm not Jen. Even though my voice sounds a little bit more like yours because I have a cold, and so I sound more like you.
More Jen-ish.
More Jen-ish.
You were going to say more manly, but
no, I
am that. So.
I was not going to say that, actually. I mean, even if I was going to say that, it's not like I don't think it's like rude, but I really wasn't going to say that. So don't try to read my mind.
It's okay. I understand. I might as well marry myself because I'm womanly and manly, and I don't need anybody else.
Yeah, you are complete. You don't need someone to complete you. That is why you're ready for a relationship, if that is what you want.
Oh. I'm pretty sure I want that.
I mean, I think you want
Unless
a
I've been
partnership.
lying.
I think
for 170
I'm just saying it's okay to not want that if you feel complete.
Absolutely.
By yourself.
That's for you guys listening out there. Me, on the other hand, we're pretty sure.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure she wants it.
Yes. She wants it.
Anyway, guys, today we've got lifestyle influencer Melanee Shale in to discuss wedding planning, because obviously we're doing that for Lauren right now. And dress shopping, which we've been doing. And nerves, which Lauren, if you all watched and listened, had hives one day, or welts. Whatever you had.
No, and I'm just always nervous.
Right.
I'm actually doing this like therapy thing it's like electric shock therapy.
What? This is news to me. I thought I knew you.
I don't even know what it's really fucking called.
Sounds fun.
It's not, but it is. But anyway, because all of it's connected, my nerves and my anxiety and the shebang. So anyway.
The whole shebang. And apparently, you're getting electro. Anyway.
It's not really. Anyway, you guys, we're going to get there when we bring our guest in Melanee, but first we want to tell you a little bit about her. She was born and raised in LA and is a lifestyle and style influencer, as well as a digital marketing manager for the Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. So super fancy, pantsy schmance.
Has the best flowers. Man.
Gorge. With over 4 years of digital media experience, she's created interesting and aesthetically pleasing content spread throughout the web, which means when she plans her wedding, which she is currently doing, it is going to be amazing.
Gorgine.
No pressure.
No pressure. Anyway, guys, as the founder of her self-titled fashion and lifestyle blog, she has leveraged her social media experience to partner with brands such as Target, my fave, Levi's, Clinique, Chandon, which we obviously love, the champs, JW Marriott, we love the traveling, the Four Seasons, her stomping ground, Forever 21, and more.
All of my faves.
All the things. And her personal style can be described as classic yet edgy, and she can usually be seen running, I know, like our style, basically.
Totally.
But she's like really doing it on the Instagram.
I'm like
her
just
style is like real cute. Ours is just secret.
You're going to have to step aside, and I'm going to ask Melanee all the questions because I need her to give me electric shock therapy of her thoughts into my thoughts.
No, I'm only here to pour the wine. I'm not really here to do a show. I have no, well, I do have vested interest because your stress becomes my stress because I'm worried about you. Oh. So we need to have all the help we can get as a team because we're two for the price of two.
Sorry, I'm projecting my stress.
No, it's more I am like, I understand parenting now just because of the dog. But how like when you love and stress out because someone else is stressed out and like it hurts you to see them have welts on their face.
Oh my God.
And stress out about like all the things. I have to solve the problems in any way, shape, or form that I can, which usually comes in the form of a schedule or
a death,
hiring you someone who knows the things, or just throwing money at it, really, or alcohol. So anyway, speaking of alcohol, before we get into everything, something that helps with something that we're discussing tonight, which is nerves, I think, is a nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc. But it is our nightcap Save the Last Dance Sauvignon Blanc, because we like to think about, when you're in the middle of planning a wedding and trying all the dresses and you're kind of stressed out, just remember that
at the light at the end of the tunnel, there is a party. There is like going to be that one last dance where you're like, I don't want it to end. It was so worth it. Like, it's going to be totally fun and all worth it. So we're, you know, cheersing to that moment to like let go of all the stress. And people stress out about wedding shit. I'm like a different person. I'm like emotionally stressing out about it, but people are like, the flowers are wrong. What if my shoes breaks or whatever? I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm just like, I just want to be calm and like relaxed, and I just feel like I'm going to be so emotional that it's going to be impossible to do that, and I just want to like enjoy the moment, and so I'm like preemptively stressing about the stress.
You do that though. That's your thing. You preemptively
It's
stress.
called anticipatory anxiety,
Right.
but my wedding coach / life coach, Melissa Anderson, told me to call it anticipatory greatness. So that's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, I love a good reframing of things. Speaking of frames, so we went to a party, an extravaganza this weekend in celebration of you, and there were beautiful frames all around with your love in each photo.
There were framed photos.
Did you like that segue,
James
everyone?
It was very good.
Thank you.
Very natural.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Now keep talking.
So I had my engagement party this weekend, and white is hard to wear. So
No, you wore it fine.
that was stressful.
You wore it great.
because like I literally ordered probably $3,000 worth of dresses in 2 clumps from Revolve, which I highly recommend. Call us, Revolve. They
call us.
ship for free and return for free, and they have a huge repertoire of clothing. And I ordered like all of the dresses, and you know, I'm not 5'10" and 90 pounds, so it's hard, you know, it's hard to wear white. So I felt like you want to feel pretty, and like I felt like it was hard to feel pretty with those parameters of like wearing a white or like a tan or a blush color, because like I'm the bride, so I had to wear that.
I like that you were in quotes a bride.
I didn't want to go into I wasn't married yet, but I didn't want to go into like wedding robot mode and do the like, I have to do these things because it's an engagement party. But I was like, I guess I have to.
It was easier to find you that way, and also like it's your day, so like no one else should be wearing white because like that, you know, depicts bridal
So
activity.
I was trying to like stay in my lane. It was just
It's the
hard.
only time you have this lane, unless you get
I
married
know.
a second time, which I don't think you will.
No.
This is it.
This is it. And so I had the white. It was fine. But the party, I had 2 very good friends throw us. We had 2 very good friends throw us a party, and it was beyond. I mean, this friend happens to be very good at planning things and parties.
good.
So every detail, from the photo booth with the logo that was made, that was on the napkins, that was on the menus that were posted everywhere, that the desserts were like Italian and Irish, and there was photos of us, and there
The
was
attention to details was like impeccable.
and just incredible. And I was like, I'm not even going to be able to fucking do this for my wedding. So should we just get married right now? But Bella wasn't there, my fiance's daughter, so that would have been
also
bad.
your dad, but and your brother.
Well, my dad and my brother. My dad, whilst obviously that shouldn't have happened. Like if I said that we just decided to do that, he would have been like, I understand. He wouldn't have like disowned me.
I mean, listen, guys, when I tell you that this was just short of a wedding, like she was in white, she looked beautiful. Like James was in like a coat, like a sport coat, and like pants, and like looked like casual wedding-ish. Like
it
you
could
guys
have been.
could have had like a really beautiful luncheon that went into the evening reception, which it did. At least for us. But the thing was, it was paid for. There was a photo booth. There was food. There was a lot of booze.
Open
There
bar.
were your friends.
Custom drinks.
I mean, you don't actually need anything more. There was a view of the water because it was in Santa Monica. I'm
was
pretty
like-
sure it was your wedding.
We looked at each other, James and I, like 12 times during the event, and we're like, should we just do this? Like,
Someone there was ordained, right?
oh, what?
More than one
3
person.
people there were ordained, and had Lee, his very good family friend, showed up, there would have been 4. So we could have done no license, but who's paying attention to those details?
Those details are dumb anyway.
cares?
But I will point out, you were great at this party and had no nerves, at least
No,
not that anyone
I did
could
not,
see.
no.
And you were the center of attention during this like game that we played about how well you and James like knew each other and that kind of thing. And during the toasting portion of the event, and I feel like it was like a mini ceremony that maybe could have prepped you, and you now know you can handle it.
Good call.
Yeah, I think you did a great job.
Thanks.
And I had all the fun.
Oh my God, Jen was like, and everyone was commenting in the photo booth. There were popsicle sticks with my face and James's face, and so everyone was taking pictures with them. And Jen was putting my face on her, and everybody was dying because they're like, she looks exactly like you. Like, she's standing like you. She's putting her arm like you. Although I think that you do that too, and we just do the same thing.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, how is she doing that?
Practice for 7 years.
We're friend soulmates, so hello.
And I had to be not Lauren for one day because she's always not Jen.
I'm always not Jen.
So I had to be not you.
It's your turn.
I know, it was my turn.
Just kidding. It was hysterical. We had the best time. Then we drank all the drinks and went back to a hotel room and continued to party. And Jen kept saying, why are these two guys at our bachelorette party?
Yeah.
Because James and his very, very good friend Steven came back to the room. Who's very cute. And all the girls were there with them too. And we were like, what are you guys doing at our bachelorette party?
Yeah, because it could have just been that as well. The whole thing could have been all the other things.
And a bachelorette party, all out of order, all on the same night, and all surprise.
Yeah. Paid for by other people, too.
Paid for by all of the other people, which I just still is so generous. It makes me cry. But it was very fun. And so I did the engagement party, and now I'm like, well, do we have to? Anyway.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Guys, she's a digital marketing manager for the Four Seasons, and she's also a lifestyle influencer who comes from LA where there are no seasons. 0 seasons, except right now it's torrential downpour.
Except for it's raining.
And it's the worst time of my life, and I want to not have this anymore. Anyway, welcome to the studio, Melanee!
Hi.
Thanks, guys. I'm so excited to be here.
We're so excited that we got you out of the house and the rain.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you two are fabulous.
Oh.
Just listening to you guys.
you.
I'm like, can I be,
Yes.
An extension of this?
Yes.
You can be not
You
us
didn't even
and
have
us.
to. You didn't even have to finish your sentence. You can be.
Yeah,
that.
we already, You're indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
inducted?
I don't.
Is this a sorority? Well, I don't know. You just be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
We are too.
We are too.
And
I'm taking off my coat so I can match you, Jen.
It's hot in her. Where's that shirt from? Do I have that same shirt?
No, but we're almost like twins right now. We're all wearing black because we're,
Mourning the weather.
But yeah, I actually love it, but that's just me.
I love it from the inside of my home, not the outside when I'm standing in it.
You guys, you know what? I had this weird fear today where I'm like, it's raining in LA, everyone, if you're listening from another state or country, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? You could be in somewhere else where it rains regularly, and it does not rain regularly here. And it has been raining like all of the live long day and days.
Cats and dogs.
And I was like, what if it just doesn't stop? Like, what are we going to do?
I know.
I don't know, but
Like, it's possible. I mean, it's possible that it just keeps going because it feels like it's just going to keep going.
I'll have to tell you, though, I'm a little excited because when it rains a lot, that means there's going to be super blooms around Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So the flower fields, which didn't happen last year because we didn't have enough rain. So us as Instagrammers, I was talking about with my blogger friends, we're super excited.
I was going to say,
take
gotta
pictures
be
in the
super
fields.
Like, where would you, what are the
There's
fields?
up in Lancaster.
Oh.
Where's that?
A lot of places. I'll give you guys a list. So
Perfect.
You guys will have
And you
to
go
join
there
club
just for the photo
pictures.
op.
Yeah.
Shut
So
up.
I already read online this past week.
Oh my
Super
God.
Bloom's going to be amazing this year because of all the rain.
Can we just follow
So-
you
I love
around?
that you know that.
Oh,
No.
I'm planning pictures. This is my life.
Well, you're also planning a wedding, which
Yeah.
is why we have you here, because I, too, am planning a wedding,
Yes.
but you are much further along. First of all, when did you get engaged?
I got engaged September 2018.
Okay.
So recently-ish.
Just recently.
Only a couple months before
Yeah.
our friend
When did you
Lauren
get
here.
engaged?
December.
Okay.
So just a couple months later, yeah.
And we had our engagement party in October of last year.
Oh, right
Yeah,
after.
like right after. We
I
were so
like that.
excited because we knew we weren't going to get married till 2020. So we're like, let's do the party now and get that over with, and then we have time to plan. And
What if
not
people
worry.
forget that, like, you didn't get married yet? Because they're like, oh, they had that party so
Yeah.
long
but
ago.
also because we had a lot of people at that party, and we're not going by the rules. So when our wedding
I
comes,
was just going to ask you
half
that.
the people that were at our engagement party are not going to be invited to
Wait,
the
I
wedding.
have a big question
So-
about this because I had this dilemma with your engagement party, and I think some friends asked me what I was going to do for that about a gift. Like, do you bring a gift to the engagement party and then to the wedding? And this was my stance on it, but you tell us what you think after. So I was like, until she registers, I'm not buying her a thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to buy you just the stupid thing
No.
to go in your house, which, by the way, if you move ever, like, you don't have space right now. You have the things you have. You live in a home and you share it. So, like, do you need a gravy boat? Probably not.
No, we did not want gifts. And so we were glad that we weren't registered, and we just assumed people would be like, oh, we don't need to bring a gift. But I know people go into robot mode and they're like, we must bring a gift, which is nice. It all comes from love. But I'm like, we didn't know where it didn't say bring no gifts. So we're like, we don't want gifts. And P.S., I don't think we're registering anywhere. I think we're going to register for like honeymoon things.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, so
we're doing a honey fund. The honey fund.
Okay, so did you guys just invited a whole bunch of people, and you know that that's going to be a bigger list than your guest list for the wedding? Why did you choose to do that?
Honestly, it was my fiance. He has so many friends, so many single friends that he wanted there.
Why didn't I know?
I'm sorry.
And why aren't you just setting me up every week or just having
you
me
could
over?
have been there. I know.
Hello?
So we want to keep the wedding intimate, but he really wanted, I think his friends were so excited for him because we've both had such a similar horrible past with dating. So they're like, wow, you know, Rafe has found someone. So I think he wanted them there. But for the wedding, we're going to
How many people are you having at your wedding?
Less than 50.
Wait, why are you doing such a small wedding?
Because we may do Italy, and as you know, some people may not be able to go.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, and him and I have bonded over having crazy family members.
Okay.
So if you do it in Italy, the less crazy family members can be there. We're so mean. Are we mean?
No, I actually find that to be a really smart strategy, and I actually think that you almost want to go wider and invite more people because you know they won't come, but they will send a fantastic gift.
Yeah. That's what people say to do. My fiance and I said the very same thing verbatim. We want to do it in Italy. I
know you're Italian, so
yes, we know. Well, according to Ancestry.com, I'm not Italian.
She's upset.
Excuse me.
She's French.
No, it's wrong. I'm
Her last
Italian.
name's Leonelli.
Hello.
When it's not Jen.
And it's wrong. But we said the same thing, and that was our part of the reason, other than the fact that it's beautiful Italy. It was like, then nobody's going to come.
I'll be there.
Maybe, but we had like 35 people at the engagement party. There was definitely people I did not speak to for more than 20 seconds.
Yeah, it went by so fast. I don't remember any of it.
It's like,
but okay, imagine that times like 2 or times 3, because sometimes people have larger weddings and think that 78 is small. Yet if you had 35
that's what I'm saying.
people,
that's why
you don't want to work at your wedding.
And I'm like, I think 50. Could we have like 40 to 50 people? That's what I was thinking. Somewhere far away. I am scared because we're kind of trying to make it happen a little quicker. Like we're trying to do it in November, but that could be very hard. And so thinking about going into another country and the planning that you have to do without seeing anything and all of that is a little scary. But I did hear it could be a little less expensive to do it.
Yeah, it's less expensive. So I got engaged in Italy. We were there for a wedding. So he did it after the wedding, and he lived in a small town in Tuscany. So
which town?
Orvieto.
Oh,
which
it's
is
beautiful.
like a little. Oh, you've been there? Yeah.
No, I just stalk it. I've actually never been to Tuscany, but I watch someone feed Phil or what I'll have what Phil's having, and he.
Yes.
And he stopped there.
I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we talked to a winery that we went to. We had like a 3-course lunch one day, and it's cheaper, and they do everything for you.
And you don't need flowers because
you don't need
is
flowers.
flowers.
You don't need to have an alcohol vendor, all that, because they just do one set price gets you everything. And it's cheaper.
I'm going to think about this.
Yeah, I already looked in Los Angeles, and it's over my head how expensive it is. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll do LA. We're still looking. But God, just a reception price, like a down payment, is absurd.
Yeah, it's absurd. And
Scary.
I'm like, and this is my thing. I wanted to see what you thought about this. I've mentioned it a few times, wedding robot mode. When in your life, if you said to somebody, I'm going to throw a party, I'm going to throw a 40th birthday party for my husband or whatever, right? And you're like, I'm going to contact this venue. And they're like, okay, it's going to be $56,000 just for the venue. Whenever would you be like, that sounds good? You'd be like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Why? What the fuck are you? Yeah. I don't think so. Goodbye. Phone hang up in your ear. Like, you go, I'm planning a wedding, and they're like, can you please give us $60,000? And you're like, sure, where can I write the check? It's like,
wait,
everyone
and also
just
that's not
goes,
even including a lot of things.
No,
that's like just the venue
paying
fee.
For paying for the place. Now that's not including food and alcohol.
A photographer, a DJ, a band,
a videographer.
Anything.
That's really
guys.
I have a question about the videographer thing. Take notes, or I'll just take them for you. So a lot of people these days are not so into videographers because they just want the photographer, because really the photos just end up on Instagram or a book. So, exactly. So, is the videographer a necessary item these days, or is it more photographer based? Can you actually find a photographer that does both?
You can find both, but it's still going to be so expensive. My fiance and I are totally fine just photos. But then every person that I talk to who's married, no, you're gonna want the video. I'm like, how often do you look at it? And they're like, we've watched it twice. And I'm like, and you paid what, $5,000 for it?
Can you not just have somebody with an iPhone like shoot video and edit it together
Maybe just
yourself?
a highlight video.
Especially in LA, I have our next door neighbor works in the film industry with cameras and things on that end, and he went to a wedding where he's like, I'll shoot stuff for you. He was also a guest. He's like, it wasn't that hard. He even had a drone where he like did stuff, and then
but this is how this person gets invited to things.
No, and it's like that person was also a guest and totally enjoyed himself and had a great time and was like totally fine with it. And it was like, here's my gift to you. And it was like, also you can tell your friends too, take videos, send all your videos to me. You can have someone edit together.
Oh my God!
It's like
you can just do amazing. Send your footage. I'll capture it and make it part of the wedding video, which I'll then share with everyone.
Yeah.
So it's from your perspective how you had fun at my wedding.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Totally easy to do. That's what we want to do. We want to just do that and then have like a photographer and then done.
Also, you know how people do photo booths? First of all, who doesn't love a good photo booth? And it's something to do. But you then get the pictures like you had at your engagement party. But I know that there are like photo booths. Like, can't you like do a functionality where people can do like a confessional, like kind of like a video message to you that you can then splice all together?
Oh my God, I'm going to steal that idea from you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm here all day. I'm here for everyone's best friend.
Thank
but
you.
that's never getting... always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yeah. No, don't say that.
It's fine. Come on. I'm going to just be a spinster.
Are you her bridesmaid?
No, she's not
I'm not having
you're
any
not
bride.
having
And my
any.
cousin is going to just be up there to be up there, but that's not...
But she's like your sister.
Yeah.
I am like her assistant.
I
just help out on the logistical front.
My girlfriends that would be up there are going to be involved in all of the, like, everyone's
We're
going
just
to be
doing it anyway. Like, I'm like,
Exactly.
guess what? We're looking at dresses tomorrow.
Like, I'm just not.
Put your pants on.
I'm not making them, like, which is fine. I'm like, I don't care. You don't have to get a dress. Don't worry about it. Just, like, wear what you want.
Can't wait to wear what I want.
Yeah, and still just do all the things that you're still involved. We're still all going to do our makeup together and things like that. And then just, it's like, it's
So
just
much better. My wedding planner told me to not have bridesmaids.
Wait,
why?
You have a wedding planner, but
I have a wedding planner.
and you have a date.
Yes,
But
that's all we have.
No venue.
No, that's the next step. We had to sign a contract with her, and now the venue.
And she just has to be indefinitely employed by you until the far, far reaches of April
Is it more
2020.
expensive to employ her for a longer length of time?
It is, but luckily I know her from the fashion industry, so she's giving me a really good deal. But normally she would be very expensive.
So, like, the longer you want to wait till closer to the date.
Yes, closer to the date.
And
usually.
Why did she recommend having no bridesmaids?
Because she said most women don't understand what comes along with it. She's had so many crazy stories of just bridesmaids like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. Drama. And she was like, you have to make sure you tell them what they're in for. Like, you have to basically be completely selfless and, give up your life for a couple months. If the bride wants something, you have to do it.
But don't you think it feels like a little bit less pressure if you're just step in because you can or you want to because you know that's your friend? Like, I was stressed out about the wedding, and Jen was like, I'm gonna get you some sessions with Melissa, our life coach friend that we love. Like, it's not like she did that because she was like, I'm the maid of honor, I have to do that. Like, she felt like...
Made me happy to help.
See, you have a good friend. Maybe my wedding planner just had these brides who had friends. Maybe they just felt obligated to make them a bridesmaid.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So
Well, okay, so can we talk about bridesmaids for a hot sec? So since we're talking about how both of you are on the same page with not having them, I think it also comes with an age thing. Like, you're not on bridal parade. This is not that anymore. At this point, you're just happy you found the right
somebody.
one. You found the right one, and you're almost like, do people have to come to this wedding? I want to go to Italy, both of you.
Yeah.
Also, like... It's no one else's wedding. Like, why are there other people mandated to stand there with you on parade?
Robot mode.
But I just don't, like...
People pick bridesmaids because they're like, I have to pick bridesmaids because this person did and the person before that did. And the person
and
before,
it's an archaic thing.
Why?
But, like, at the end of the day, it's sort of, like... I think birthdays are a little bit weird, too, because of, like... everyone must cheer for my birth. Like, I think it's super weird. But like, a wedding is a celebration of your love. Why am I standing there? I didn't make your love.
Well, no, because you're like the support to our relationship.
And I have to wear a dumb dress? What's that have to do with your love? What's my dress have to do with your goddamn love?
I agree.
Lauren, thank God, you're here and there.
I know, right? No, but
I'll do it. I'll strap on that dress. But why?
I think we all agree, but I do think that a lot of wedding planning and anything involved in a wedding, there's never any questions as why. Like, you just do that thing because that's what everyone else does, aka wedding robot mode. And to me, I am not comfortable with some of those things because it just doesn't feel like fun or cute or comfortable. Even like it makes me nervous or some of the, so I'm just like, why? So then I'm asking the questions like a typical Libra would, like, well, why are we doing that? I want to have the ceremony be very short, and I don't even want to have people sitting in chairs, stand up, sit down, fight. Like, we don't need to do that. Like, I want to walk down like on a beach in Carmel very casually and just have people standing around drinking. And
I love the drinking element.
Love that.
The standing I'm not so into because I prefer to sit most times, but I like the drinking part
I think there will be a couple of seating arrangements, but it's going to be, the ceremony itself will be short of 10 minutes probably. I know standing there will be longer.
Do you take you and you take you? Sweet.
Yes,
say
we're
your
on
vows.
the same
Goodbye.
page.
Yeah.
Same page.
But do you have the same feeling as Lauren where she feels like I don't want people to be just like viewing me as like I'm like here doing a show of vows and you have to sit and watch like it's a fucking show?
I have like performance anxiety about it. I'm so nervous
I've been
about
to both types of weddings where it's really quick and like really long when it's like, okay, just say I do. So I don't want my guests to be uncomfortable, and I don't want to be up there. I have a blog, but I don't like to be center stage. So the quicker, the better. Yeah. Let's go drink.
Totally, and that's what everybody wants to do. I agree.
Ultimately, yes. No one's like, I came to this wedding to hear what that random stranger is saying to you two about your love.
No.
And maybe like the scriptures.
I think people who love you want to be. Jen just went to a wedding, and we talked about it on a couple of shows prior, that there was no ceremony. They were married before, and then they had a party.
And I was robbed.
And I played with that thought too, but she, as a guest, said she was feeling like, well, I did kind of want to see that because that's what we were there to celebrate. So
also, financially speaking, as a guest, I'm just coming from the guest side of things, guys, because I'm not getting married. I don't have a boyfriend, so
we're gonna find you one.
It's fine. It's whatever. So it is what it is. I will have a date to your wedding. I will find love by then. That is the goal. Yeah. So let's just keep moving your wedding date.
Great.
So as a guest at a destination wedding, which I will obviously go to for the most important people in my life, so it doesn't really matter if it's on Mars, I will get there. But if I am paying whatever amount of dollars, I have to get a dress, I have to prepare, I have to travel, I have to put things on hold, I have to board my dog, I have to do whatever I have to do to get to your wedding. If you're not actually getting married in front of my eyes, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No, I see.
Sorry, cousin, I love you dearly.
That's very sweet of you. I like that.
Like, I want to be a part of it.
And a lot of people do.
To see the thing.
But
even if it's 5 seconds,
keep everything in mind. Maybe don't make it a half hour. Like, no, it's like, okay, everyone's losing attention span at this point. Like, just do the important part and get to the more important part, which is the party. But
also an important part is a wedding dress. Have you been trying on dresses already?
I have. Okay. I went twice already, and I'm not going to go with the white. I think I'm going to go with a nude.
Yeah.
Which is, the new thing, apparently, the two places that I went to. I tried on the white.
Go? Yeah.
I went to Simply Bridal, and then I went to JLM Couture in Beverly Hills. I went to like a trunk show type thing, which was a nightmare.
Great.
I have to go back because there were so many people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried on the white dresses and I loved them. But then she had me try on this like nude underlay with like a white on top.
I love that.
And I loved it. I was like, you and I are on the same page. We don't want the wedding, you know? I'm like,
the
I
white
love this
stuff,
nude.
it looks a little religious.
It does look a little religious.
Who are we kidding? We're not virgins.
Listen, we're not virgins. And with your skin color, that nude would be gorgeous. I tried on blush and nude. I loved both. Yeah.
You looked real good in the blush.
The blush, though, I will say, it's like it looks nude. Like it is.
But it's less yellow.
It's just, it's a little, it's
pinker
the same idea.
Than, obviously, we know what blush is.
Yeah,
I have to copy you.
It's
do it. Oh, we can send you lots. I made her a PowerPoint PowerPoint.
Where
I can
have you
just
guys
send it to you.
gone? Give me a
So
list.
we have gone to Vera Wang. We have gone to Monique Lillier. We
my
have gone
gosh.
to Kinsley James, which is my favorite.
that's on my list.
Yeah, go there.
Okay.
Can send you
and
our itinerary.
Oh, wow,
Saks-
you're way ahead of me, by the way.
Saks,
I've
by
gone to
the way.
two.
Well, Saks and Winnie Couture. And then we have...
Lovella, which
Oh,
is
I've
in
heard.
Glendale.
Yes.
And we're going to Lovely Bride, which is in
Lovely Bride,
Pasadena.
yeah. That's on my
And
list, too.
some of these places, listen, we came like with a full backpack full of wine, cheese, meats,
Amazing.
chocolate, and champagne, and people just gave us champagne. So we like still have bottles left over. So just
they
know
give it
that
to
it's
you
a
there.
party time.
Oh,
Dress
no.
shopping is
Way
fun. I
ahead
think it's
of
fun.
me.
I'm not, because that's about
I've only
all
been
I've
to
done.
two. Okay.
That's all I've
But
done.
I need to get on your level. and
But
try
I
on
find
all
that it's
these.
easy, women out there who may not know what, if you have a date or anything like that. They ask you like a lot of questions before you go into these dress fittings, tryings-ons, or whatever they're called. And I just sort of said, I made my budget way bigger than I said it was going to be, because I don't care. Like, if I find a dress that I really want, I guess I'll make it happen. But I said, I was like, yeah, I'll spend 10 to 12. That's not my budget, but I said I was going to do it, because guess what? I want to try on all the dresses. I want you to show me the dresses.
Yeah.
I want to try on those dresses and see. Don't tell me I can't try those dresses on.
Well, you're like not like Pretty Woman. We're like, oh, this is not for you.
I'm not.
Whatever the quote is from that when the store was not for her.
And it was. I forget. And then
Big
I
mistake.
also,
Huge.
Then I also said I had a day. I said, like, some of the places I would just say no earlier than November. Some I would say sometime in November. Where is it? Carmel, on a beach. I don't have anything. I'm just like, do you really need to know this? Because you don't
If you
really
build
need to
it,
know any of it.
They will come. Well, apparently it does take several months for certain wedding dresses, because there are a lot of intricate details which we experienced. Beading lace, under stuff, how you want your bustle, whatever you want to be done to the thing.
Giving them a no earlier than.
Right.
And they said I'm still in the realm. Also, I have a tip.
Okay.
I have a friend that owns bars and restaurants. I don't believe I've said this on the show yet. She
news to me.
told me that when you go into, if you're thinking about doing something at a restaurant, because like you said, Italy was saying these venues and wineries were like all inclusive. Well, a restaurant's the same thing. They have the linens, they have the plates, they have the napkins.
So you don't have to rent it.
Bars, food, you don't have to rent anything. So
What did I say? I said to you, have a fancy dinner party, and that's your wedding.
So they
But
make,
at a restaurant that has a balcony, so you can get married outside with a view and your ceremony, and then walk in and have your reception.
Yeah, well, this one restaurant in Carmel is very close to a beach. So it's like we could go to the beach and then go to the thing.
Same.
So, but everything's there. So basically they're charging you for what they would make that night. If you want to rent out the restaurant, it's like, what do they make in a night? 20 grand? I don't know, whatever. Okay, fine. So my friend Allie, who owns restaurants and bars in Los Angeles, said, do not email or call and say you're planning a wedding.
Smart.
Say you are planning a family event. Say it's a family. Say it's a birthday party. Say it's a birthday party for your mother. Say it's a family reunion. Say there's 70 people, because there could very well be 70 people. You want to rent out the whole restaurant. They will give you a price. You call back later and say, she's like, first of all, you don't even have to tell them you're having a wedding. You could just do that and show up in your dress, and what are they going to do? Kick you out?
Right,
You already did
you
it all.
rented the place.
Yeah.
Or you could call back, and someone else could call back, or whatever, different email, and ask them, say I'm having a wedding. She said, I know for a fact there is a major upcharge. So if you would like to go in with a to be able to negotiate, then you have that. You have that.
Yeah.
So anybody that's thinking about a restaurant, because it is all inclusive and it's like a easy thing to do, keep that in mind, because there is always an upcharge for a wedding. And
I think they call it wedding tax. They hear you're getting married, like, oh, we're going to add on this wedding
Which
tax.
is really
They
fucking
think,
rude.
oh, they have money. Ding, ding, ding.
But
let's
also
add it
it's
on.
rude. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you found love. I'm going to charge you more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rude.
she
Speaking
also-
of finding love.
yeah.
How did you meet your fiance?
Yes.
And how did you know he was the one?
Well, I met him at my job at Four Seasons LA. I was shooting some commercials for our restaurant, and at the time I was dating one of the many asshole men.
Ugh. We've all
I
had 'em.
dated.
We've all had
No,
'em.
this guy was the top of the top. Like, I wasn't Asian enough for him. That was the big
What?
thing. Yeah.
Also, she is part
He's-
Asian.
Yeah, I'm half Asian, but I wasn't Asian enough.
Are
for
you
He's
Filipino?
No, my mom's from Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he likes those like full Korean girls that are in like those K-pop videos.
Well, I'm
and-
sorry. Did he not know that this was not who
Right,
you
like
were
you were
when he
there.
first fucking met you?
Yeah.
Pour me some
Yeah.
hello.
Crazy. And he was supposed to show up on the set of that shoot to be one of the extras in the background. And of course, he flaked on me.
Also, you cannot
never
marry Mary an
responded.
extra. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my fiance was the director of the shoot.
He's Mary a director, not the extra.
Stop
So we just started talking. He put the camera on me, and he's like, "Do you mind if I put the camera on you?" And we just started talking. And he has a very
Melanee.
interesting name. His name is Rafe Wolfgang.
I mean,
and I was like, "That's your
honestly.
name?" I started laughing. I was like, "Your
I
name's
know
Rafe
someone
Wolfgang."
named Rafe.
You
Isn't
do?
that weird? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are
They're rare.
twins, which is why I love you both. And I brought you together.
Yes.
You can bride it out
First
together.
of all, Melanee, do you not see that is like the universe telling you, like,
Yes.
you are like this beautiful catch of a woman. This guy is in the background and he's still not even showing up.
Good
And
metaphor.
this person
Good
is
metaphor.
directing your beauty right now, like,
And
hello,
appreciating you.
and
Yes.
appreciating and sees you. Done.
I
Like,
think she
that
got
was
it, though. That's why she is now.
Yeah.
So what
we
happened after
just
that?
we just clicked right after. He thought I was younger than I was. He thought I was 24.
Well, you
Ooh,
look. You
I'm
I'm
look
37.
You look young. Yeah.
So we're the same age.
by
and-
the way.
yeah.
Did you hear her age? You're
yeah,
like twins.
I'm disclosing.
I
yeah,
am
I'm 37.
twins with you.
Yeah, we are.
When's your birthday?
November 9th. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh
though.
my God, October
Yes.
6th. You're
Yes,
like
we're
right,
close.
see,
Yay.
so close.
I have chills because I just collect really great friends.
Yay.
So it's really about me.
I love you too, Jen.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you so much.
Yeah, no, yes.
But yeah, we've just clicked ever since. We had similar paths, same age, never been married, no kids.
When did you
And-
break up with the asshole?
Oh, right after. And of course, I was like, I've met someone. I don't. And of course, he was like, "No, don't leave me. Move in with me." And I
Stop.
laughed in
Oh,
his
barf.
face. I was like, I ghosted him, as most men do in Los Angeles to women. I was like, "I'm ghosting you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, you extra.
Bye." Yeah.
I dated the largest asshole in America before I met James. Like, it was like,
Yeah, you and
how
I are
much,
similar.
Yes.
how big was this? What was your ex's name?
I hope it's the same.
Chris.
Damn
Oh,
it.
It might as well be the
Close, though.
same. I had a Chris who was a
Oh,
super
don't
asshole.
ever date a Chris.
No,
I've
Chris
had
has gotta
through
go.
the grapevine.
Sorry,
if you're listening
Chris's,
out
if you're
there,
listening.
Chris is
Goodbye.
the worst.
And also Mike.
Change your name. Maybe be Christopher. Be something more like elegant.
Yeah,
Or
Mike.
Mike. Couldn't you? Mike.
Stupid. The worst name ever. Be a James or a Rafe, everybody,
Yes,
okay?
yay.
Those are the names you go
What
for.
if, guys? What if I call you one day and I'm like, I met a guy named James Rafe Smith
Golden.
the third.
Amazing.
Or I would die.
Meant
I would
to
be like, this is it. Okay, so you haven't tried on that many dresses, and
No.
you don't feel that overwhelmed by it. You kind
Not
of
yet.
know what you're. See, this is what I feel like is good to Melissa, our life coach, said to try and take bite-sized pieces that are more digestible. So you now
Great
know
word, great
after
word.
trying on some dresses and to dispel some of the overwhelming nerves that we're all having. Now you know, like, okay, well, I think I kind of like nude and not white. So now you go into the next one like that. Okay, we know we want it to be in Italy and around this time. And we know, so you're making little digestible pieces so that it feels less overwhelming, even though there's still not a lot planned. Because
Exactly.
everyone's asking you, right? Like
Yes.
everyone asks you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
it's
day.
like,
Because you're supposed to get
And then I
engaged
get
and know the
stressed.
answers all of a
I'm
sudden.
like, was I
Yeah.
supposed to have this all planned
Yeah.
in 2 months?
Yeah.
Like, who
Well,
does
That's
that?
how I feel.
My Pinterest board does, so just call me.
But I feel like, listen, I didn't think it was going to be like this for me at all. I thought
Really?
I thought like I'll just pick a place and do it. It'll like, and I'm not being picky because I'm like, it has to be perfect. It's like the opposite of that. I just want it to feel like free and flowy and
Well,
great.
I want your opinion because we can't decide between a dinner
Okay.
or do you feel like you need a first dance? Do you feel like you need all those things where your friends are standing around and you have the first dance
Wait,
and
oh
you
my
dance
God.
with your dad and he dances with
I
his
can't
mom?
wait to answer as the guest.
Okay,
Okay,
tell me. Because
No,
You
let
asked the-
Lauren go first because she's doing the thing.
I close your bracelet. It's opening over there.
It's
Sorry,
always open.
I see it. Okay.
It doesn't fall off.
Well, that
Thank
makes
you.
me nervous. See, now I'm being the mom. It's not always you, Jen.
Then I'm going to answer. I'm the guest. It's about me. It's back to
do
me.
not have the type of I love my dad. I don't have the type of relationship where I'm gonna like slow dance with my dad and like stare into his eyes. But we don't we talk all the time. I'm very close with my dad. It's not that's not a natural thing. The last time, I danced with my dad to like Bob Marley when I was little. My dad legit has fucking dreadlocks and smokes pot and
It's
is like
so
surfer
random.
and
You wouldn't think
he
so, but-
is
Amazing.
He's
so
also
it's
the
like,
nicest.
my dad's not
Amazing.
gonna wear a suit. I mean, he will, but like it's just not a natural, organic thing for my dad and I. We don't need to do that because we don't need to do that to be like, and my dad's giving me away, in which he will. It just that doesn't. James wants to dance with his mother because he holds his mother's hand still, which I think is very cute. But like, I'm not that. I don't think it needs to happen. Personally, I want to dance. And I think I would like to have a dance with James because
I would like that as the guest. I'm going to chime in at that moment because I feel an opening.
I don't need to do all the other things.
Yes. Okay, so going back to me, the guest.
Yes,
because it's really about me and my social calendar.
It is important because the guests are all there for a purpose too.
Also, I have an opinion about everything. So, as a guest of your wedding, which if I've traveled to get to, I want to again celebrate your love, which I in this case do support this marriage. If I didn't, I'd be like, screw your dance. You're gonna get divorced.
Stand up and be like,
no, I'd be like, I don't think this marriage should happen. Person doing the thing. Should anybody?
I object.
I object to this fucking nonsense. But in this case, I actually really love your love and stuff. So I would love the opportunity to see you have your first dance together as husband and wife.
Yes.
Because I will sob ugly style and laugh at you with my sobbing and stuff. But you'll look so beautiful and the photos will be amazing. And then you can post them on Instagram. Back to Instagram.
Yes, so, but what about father, daughter, mother, for all the
do
things?
What you want to do.
Yeah, I don't
even have a dad anymore, so I don't think that's necessary.
No, but I'm saying even if you did, would you and Randy have
Yeah, we would.
You would have? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but I think that's natural to us.
That
At
is
any
natural
given
to you.
event,
Yeah.
my dad would make me dance with him.
Okay, well, so
from the beginning of time.
Okay, but that's different then.
It's more
So
like,
cute.
even my mom would probably be like, I need a first dance with you too. I'm like, we're not lesbians, Mom. Calm down.
Yeah, but your mom is going to...
It's her show, really.
Your mom is going to
I
make
actually told her, I'm like, for the preparation of my impending wedding, which is maybe half our family might die by then, but start cutting people out. Because, like...
that they're not invited.
No, I'm sorry. If I don't talk to them or know their names, without you being like, remember so-and-so, I don't know them. They're not coming.
So does Rafe want to do all the things and you're like, I don't really need to do that?
Yeah, he's more into it than I am.
James is so... If James wants like 8 groomsmen,
Yeah,
I'm like...
he has
really?
about 6
No.
on his list. And I'm like, shit.
We are the same person. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could make 6,
Yeah.
but do we have to do this?
If I had my way, I'd have probably 20 people at my wedding. He's the one with the big family. Oh my God, I have to invite this aunt, this cousin, cousin's cousin. And I'm
Same
like,
with him.
oh, really?
He's like, I need to invite my friend from college that lives in London.
That I haven't seen in 20 years.
I'm like, you haven't seen this guy. He lives in another country. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be offended if he's not invited. Oh my God. I am like, I have people, girlfriends, I was in their wedding. I love them. It is no offense. You are not invited to my wedding.
Yeah.
I don't ever see you. No hard feelings. Like, I was literally, I can already think of 2 women I was in their wedding. Not invited.
Which is why I feel that bridesmaids are unnecessary, because you might be friends in the moment and like everyone wants a role in your shit.
But I'm saying they're not even invited.
No, that's what I mean. Just because you were a bridesmaid in someone's wedding, well, first of all, I don't think bridesmaids should be a thing because no one needs to fucking do anything for anybody. Just walk yourself down the goddamn aisle. Okay. Get married, say your shit, go drink your drinks. If you want to be a good friend and bring somebody a drink, that's a different story.
Right.
Or hold the camera and take photos and be like, lighting, change it. I don't know. Be a good friend in that way.
Yeah.
But you don't have to stand
Not
there.
out of obligation.
Because now, imagine... You were in their wedding photos, and you don't even want them at your wedding.
It's not even that.
True.
You're right.
Not that you don't want them, but you're like, I don't want a big wedding.
Like,
you did not make the cut.
That was a time in our life. I was 26 when I was in your wedding. I am
like a season.
much older now. Like, this is, I love you. Some of these people are divorced now. It's like, fine, but yes, that was the time where that was our group and that was our time in our lives. And while it was beautiful and great, it doesn't make sense now to do. But James is not that. I was in this guy's wedding. I'm like,
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's all right. We're all
Give him some perspective
All
here.
of these people are grown and all of our friends are grown and married. James has a daughter. Like, we're not. I like to say this one too. Besides Wedding Robot, or that's wedding. Was that what I said?
I don't
can't
know.
even remember. Wedding Robot.
Show.
Whatever it was that I said. It's also, I'm not 12 teen. We don't need to do. I don't need to.
You don't need a parade.
I'm probably okay. Wait, Melanee, what is your view on throwing the bouquet?
No, that's not
I don't think I'm
happening.
doing it either.
Wait,
I'll
okay,
just
and
give it to you.
Okay, good. I think you should actually
just hand it to Jen.
And like you know how so I know you would naturally, if Brittany's up there with you, you would give it to that person.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like, why not just walk out with it because you're leaving and it's cute and stuff and pretty for photos, but like then just hand it off to Jen, and Jen caught it by just handing it.
Oh, like during the ceremony?
Just at any given
or
point,
whatever.
Really.
Yeah,
Just give it to
could.
me.
The
But
only
I have
reason-
a question for you guys both.
Yeah.
Going back to Instagram. Sorry to cut you off, but it's a really important question.
It is.
So obviously, Instagram is your platform. Do you think about the Instagrammable moments for this wedding? Is that like on your top list of things to do?
And how does it shape your reception/ceremony? What are your ideas that you're willing to share?
I'm going to expand on this. Your reception/ceremony/dress/ like, can you tag brands? Like, are you looking to get like branded sponsored things for this wedding, because you do work in this world?
I mean, it makes sense
about all of the things.
Definitely, because Rafe and I are funding the wedding ourselves. I'm looking into hello, if you hear me, sponsorships.
Yes.
I already have people reaching out to me. Luckily, I have the Books Co., which they do beautiful flowers. I've had Beholden, which is Anthropologie's wedding line. I'm doing a photo shoot for them this month, also, and they're like, "Oh, we'll gift you your wedding dress for free."
Oh my, you're like Carrie Bradshaw.
Probably not your style, but could you take a dress for like the rehearsal or for one of the nights? Because that would be beautiful for one of the nights surrounding the wedding.
Yes,
or a bridal shower, because like there's so many activities.
I already told Rafe, I was like, we're already gonna have to do like 2 pre-wedding photo shoots for Instagram, because the day of your wedding, you're crazy. You're not going to be thinking.
I completely
it's all family. So like a week before the wedding, I want to drive to like a beautiful location and wear a beautiful dress, flowers, and do the whole thing and post those on Instagram. So yeah, you know me very well, Jen.
Yeah, that's such a good
Insta-worthy,
idea.
Anything that's Insta-worthy.
You know what though? To make the actual day less about those things and more about just like the ceremonial aspect and the party, that actually makes sense.
I don't want to worry about the photos the day of the wedding.
But you will have a photographer.
I will have a photographer, but yeah, I want the photo shoot to be beautiful, alone, with no people, with no stress, no anxiety.
Are you going to do a first look?
Oh yeah, are you going to see each other?
Question.
I know.
A first look and then a change, possibly. We'll see where the money takes me.
I also had a girlfriend who, I think this is a good tip to our girlfriend Casey, had a very good idea at her wedding. Her ceremony, she said, was like 5 minutes, and while they did that walk down the aisle, exchanged the rings with the like, do you written I do's, repeat after me. That was it. They did want to do a first look before the ceremony, and they read their vows to each other privately.
That's
because then it takes away the stage fright.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's actually your moment, and somebody's taking pictures of your reaction to each other. And also, to be honest, well, people do like to hear your love for each other, but we can see it. You're also getting married in front of us and this stuff. But I think that makes it your wedding, because you're doing that thing together.
I might want to do that.
Yeah,
and I
might
feel
want to do that too.
Like, for somebody that might have nerves about the whole doing it in a public space and having people just stare at you,
it's a good way to take it off for that really emotional moment. Plus, my fiance has a daughter, and I want to say some things to her, and I'm just like, it's going to be hard for me to like.
I made her cry the other day.
You did?
Yes.
Oh,
I did.
You made
Bella.
Bella. Oh yeah, she's the reason why Bella cried.
How old is she?
She's 9.
Well, we went dress shopping. So you were so wonderful to involve James' daughter, who's going to be your daughter.
Yes.
Which was really cute at their engagement party. He made us toast and was like,
oh my gosh.
our daughter. You're so great with our. I know. I was ugly crying.
Yeah.
It was really weird. But it's what I do. I can't pretty cry. Who pretty cries? Go fuck yourself.
That's why it's called ugly cry.
Right.
Claire Danes is the queen.
Of pretty cry or ugly cry?
Ugly.
Well, she also looks insane on Homeland when she cries. But anyway, the point is, so you were lovely enough to involve Bella in the whole process, because she's old enough to understand what's going on and wants to be a part of it.
She wants to be a part of it, And she should be a part of it, too. Yeah.
Absolutely. It was so great. So you brought her to our first stop, Kinsley James, and at some point, Lauren came out in a dress, and she was like, I don't understand why you're all getting emotional. It's just cloth.
And she's not wrong. No, like, you're right.
So I explained to her when Lauren went back in to try on the next dress, I'm like, listen, Bella, it's not just cloth. What the cloth means is that Lauren's new life is with you and James, and she's choosing to be with you forever. You're going to be in each other's lives forever. And I like went on and on about like how like she's picked you for her future and like all this stuff. And so like Bella's like, la la la. And then all of a sudden Lauren comes out in the next piece of cloth and sobs.
She sobs, like tears were like shooting out of her eyes. And I was like crying. It was all, and then Jen told me, like, she did, and she is.
I was like, oops, I made her cry.
Yeah. She lives very on a deep emotional moment, but I do think it's a deep emotional level, so I think it did really hit her. But I do think thinking about things like nerves, that is a good remedy to the situation, right? To like do the real personal stuff before, maybe a photo shoot before, where you can really look into each other's eyes and not be like, we have time, like
we need to get to the next activity, and now we need to bring in all the
Everyone's
in-laws.
standing here. Oh my God, they have to eat. Oh my God.
Right.
No,
and
all
it's
these
just
anxiety.
so, oh, it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Well, I feel like we should have you on again because this process
As
is
we
so
go on.
long for you and I that we could continue to update where we're at.
I may have different feelings for you to share with you in like 3 months.
I agree.
Like, I changed my mind, guys. I'm going to do 150 people.
My dress is going to be purple.
So for everyone listening and watching, we will be doing a part 2 because we are in great suspense to know what you two wonderful twins are doing for your separate weddings. We might as well just have it together at this point.
We should.
I know.
And then I'll be a both, and I'll be planning with my headset.
Yes.
So.
Oh my God, I love it. You're like the J-Lo, and it's
Obviously,
perfect.
and I'm even wearing hoops today, guys.
Oh my God, so J-Lo of you. Okay, well, Melanee, before our part 2, which will be later, and we will keep you all abreast on that, everyone. Where can everyone find you until then?
You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Melanee, 2 E's, no I.
Love it.
Melanee.
It's just like, where can everyone find you, Jennifer, with one N?
Yes.
At Jennifer Golden. That's 1 N, 1 F for you weirdos, and golden, not silver.
Oh. You can find me at Lauren Leonelli, also known as Not Jen, on all the social medias. And you can follow us at Complicated Show on all the social medias as well. And don't forget to tune in next week for Luke Milton, creator and trainer extraordinaire at Training Mate, the Australian workout extravaganza in LA. He is so fucking awesome. Tune in for it. He is like a ball of energy. We got to get like Foster's beer or something.
Well, then we will.
Then we will.
By the way, Foster's is apparently very cheap beer.
Okay, well, it's fine. He'll love it. All right. Thanks again, Melanee. And we'll you got to come back for a round 2.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
We'll be back next week.
Love you long time.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.